Hi everybody! I've been meaning to do this video for some time now, but it's not an easy subject for me. So I think maybe that's why I've been procrastinating a little bit. But I wanted to talk about self-esteem and confidence, or actually lack thereof, and how it affects your life and how we should strive to love ourselves and to feel, as confident as possible. So a couple things that happened that actually made me want to talk about this is obviously that's something I've been struggling with my whole life. I always felt not good enough, always felt there was something wrong with me, too fat, too this, not enough this. I feel like mostly women, but I'm sure men too, always find something, my hair's too dark, my hair's too light, it's curly, it's straight, I wish I had this or that. And yeah, it's fine to want things, but it's another thing to obsess over it, or feel like you're not good enough because you don't have those qualities. There's always going to be somebody that's going to be prettier or or taller or whatever qualities that you might want, but that doesn't mean anything. I mean, you're you and you're beautiful, and you need to accept yourself the way you are, with all the flaws that you have. I've met so many people, girls that honestly to me they look like supermodels, but then when you talk to them, they lack confidence, just as much as the other person. So just because to you that person is like the ideal looking person, that doesn't mean anything. It's not about looks, it's about how we feel inside and what we do with that confidence. And when we lack it, there's actually how much it stops us from achieving the life that we could be living. So recently I watched the new Amy Schumer movie, I Feel Pretty. It's a right movie, but the concept is really great. And so she's just an average girl who has really low self-esteem, has a job that she really doesn't like, and hits her head and gets this like image of herself that she's like this most beautiful woman ever, and gets all this confidence, finds a guy because of it, and actually gets the job that she thought she wasn't good enough for and all that. And then obviously bumps her head again and realizes that like the magic was gone. And then towards the end of the movie, she realizes that there was no magic. It was just the way she was perceiving herself. She didn't really change. Like her looks didn't change. But it just showed how much different her life was when she gave up that confident vibe, that she wanted to go after the things that, she wanted in life. And I'm a huge believer in that. Like I said, I'm still a little struggling with certain aspects, and I try and catch myself and, on the negative talk, or just thinking, that I'm not good enough or I don't deserve something. Like I said, it's obviously a work in progress, but I have come a very, very long way. But just recently, actually, I caught myself because we were coming from Thailand. We were going to Laos, and we had a choice between a 20-hour bus ride that was a lot cheaper, or take like a 4-hour flight that was a lot more expensive. And it came to my decision, and I chose the bus. And halfway on the bus, I quickly regretted my decision, because it's just a really long day of travel. And I thought of it like, why am I doing this again? Why am I choosing the cheaper way, even though I know that it's a struggle? Like, it's not even worth, you can't really put a price on like the comfort of getting somewhere a lot faster. And I realized that it was that I don't feel like I deserve it. Like, I don't feel that I should spend money on myself, that I should, that I deserve, those things. And here I thought that, I've learned so much already, and there was this lesson right in front of me. So just start noticing these things. If you do struggle with confidence, if you don't believe in yourself, every time you think like, oh, I'm stupid, or I'm not pretty enough, or I wish this was better, or whatever, like just stop and just change those thoughts into something positive. Tell yourself that you love yourself. Tell yourself that you're pretty. You don't need anybody else telling you these things. We need to love ourselves and believe in ourselves, and just accept ourselves the way we are. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't go after, if you really want to be fit, go out and work out. And that's amazing. And, I'm all for that. But at the same time, don't criticize yourself if you don't go to the gym, or if you eat something that, you shouldn't have. Like, give yourself some slack, because we're so hard on ourselves. And I feel like we would never criticize, our children or our spouses or friends the way we criticize ourselves. Like, I know sometimes, oh, I gained weight and I'm so mad at myself. Like, why didn't I wasn't more careful with what I'm eating, or didn't exercise more. But I mean, would you be mad at your spouse if they gain some weight? Like, you wouldn't, or like, oh, I don't love you anymore because, this or that. So just be more gentle with yourself, and treat yourself like you would, like I said, treat your child or your spouse. Be a little bit more loving to yourself. And like I said, I make these videos because they're such a great reminder for myself, to remember these things, because for me it's always a lesson as well. And like I said, not an easy topic for me to talk about, because it's still something that I struggle with, even though I try very hard to show this confident woman to the world. But on the inside, it's not always like that. But it's not easy to show people that, and it's not easy to I guess be vulnerable in front of people. But I hope this helps you guys. I hope that you get something out of it. Like I said, I don't have a magic formula for being confident, but I know that if we just try and be a little bit, work on our self-esteem, we can achieve so much more, and we can live the life that we are meant to have. So, all right. Well, have a good one.